What erased these ancient superpowers from history? They built cities that could rival any in the ancient world, with towering pyramids and remarkable feats of engineering. They were, by any measure, the superpowers of the ancient Americas. And then, they were gone. Their magnificent cities were swallowed by the jungle, their people seemingly fading from memory. What could possibly wipe an entire civilization off the map? In this video, we're hunting for the chilling clues they left behind to figure out what erased these ancient superpowers from history. Section 1. The Mysterious Olmec. Our investigation starts on the steamy Gulf Coast of Mexico, the heartland of a culture so foundational, it's often called the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the Olmec. Flourishing between 1200 and 400 BCE, the Olmec were masters of stone. They quarried and carved colossal heads from volcanic basalt, some weighing over 20 tons, portraits of their mighty rulers, we think. They also built impressive trade networks that were among the most extensive of their era. Their major centers, like La Venta and San Lorenzo, were buzzing hubs of ceremony and power. And then, silence. Around 400 BCE, these great centers fell into ruin and were abandoned. So, what happened? With no written records to guide us, archaeologists are left playing detective. One leading theory points to the environment. The very rivers that gave them life may have betrayed them, silting up and changing course due to farming practices or natural shifts. Other researchers think volcanic eruptions could have blanketed the land in ash, forcing a mass relocation. Or maybe the complex trade networks that were the lifeblood of their economy started to break down, sparking internal conflict. The truth is, we don't know for sure. The Olmec didn't just vanish, their culture transformed and their influence echoed through later civilizations like the Maya and the Aztecs. But they left a powerful legacy and took the full secret of their decline with them. Section 2. The classic Maya collapse. Further south, another superpower rose, the Maya. During their classic period, from roughly 250 to 900 CE, they built dozens of incredible city-states. Places like Tikal and Copan were home to tens of thousands, with soaring pyramids, grand plazas, and a sophisticated understanding of math and astronomy. But as the 9th century drew to a close, something went terribly wrong. The great cities in the southern lowlands were rapidly abandoned. The construction of monuments just stopped. The jungle began to reclaim what was once the heart of a vibrant civilization. For decades, this was one of history's greatest puzzles. But the picture is now becoming clearer. Evidence from lakebed sediments and cave formations points to a catastrophic, decades-long drought that struck the region. Researchers estimate that annual rainfall may have dropped by as much as 70% during the worst periods. For a society built on agriculture, this was a death sentence. But it wasn't just nature. The Maya themselves may have made the crisis worse by clearing huge swathes of forest for farmland and fuel. This environmental crisis likely triggered a domino effect. Crop failures led to famine. Dwindling resources led to more and more warfare between city-states, fighting over what little was left. This wasn't an extinction, it was a political collapse that forced people to abandon their massive cities and migrate. It wasn't one single thing, but a perfect storm of climate change, environmental damage, and social unrest that brought a superpower to its knees. Section 3. A global pattern. And this pattern of rise and fall wasn't just happening in Mesoamerica. Half a world away, in modern-day Pakistan and India, the Indus Valley civilization flourished with meticulously planned cities and advanced drainage systems. Then, around 3,900 years ago, their society began to fall apart. Studies suggest that a shift in monsoon patterns played a major role, drying up rivers and forcing people to abandon their cities. And in North America, the Mississippian culture built Cahokia, a sprawling city near modern-day St. Louis. It was so large that at its peak around 1200 CE, its population may have rivaled or even surpassed London's. Yet by 1400, this massive urban center was a ghost town. While drought was once a leading theory, newer research is challenging that, leaving the reasons for its abandonment a profound mystery. The possibility of social and political conflict, however, remains strong. Conclusion. From the Olmec to the Maya and beyond, the story is both fascinating and a little terrifying. These ancient superpowers, with all their ingenuity and might, were ultimately fragile. Their end wasn't sudden or magical. It was death by 1,000 cuts, a slow unraveling caused by a complex web of a changing climate, a strained environment, and internal conflict. These pressures created a breaking point their societies simply couldn't withstand. Their stories, etched in stone and soil, are a powerful reminder that no civilization, including our own, is permanent. The questions they leave behind aren't just about the past, they're a warning for our future. If you found these historical mysteries as fascinating as we do, Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell for more deep dives into the past. Let us know in the comments which lost civilization you think we should investigate next. Thanks for watching.